Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we're diving deep into the flames with Kayla, the Dominion's legendary warrior of ashes. She's fierce, she's unpredictable, and when paired with her brother Aidan, she becomes one of the most dangerous heroes you'll ever face. So let's break down everything about Kayla, her skills, builds, artifacts, glyphs, skins, talismans, and even how to counter her effectively. By the end, you'll know exactly why Kayla can dominate the battlefield. And how to stop her when you need to. Kayla's first skill, Phoenix's Fury, is where her legend truly begins. She throws her chakram, striking enemies around her with devastating force. But it's not just about raw damage. Every hit causes enemies to lose maximum health equal to 20% of the damage dealt, while Kayla herself gains that health as a permanent increase to her max and current HP. And here's where it gets even spicier. If Aidan is already fallen, this skill resurrects him with the same amount of health. That's the Fire Siblings synergy at its finest. Kayla grows stronger the longer the fight goes on, while Aidan keeps returning to the field. A loop of fire, fury, and endless resilience. Moving into her second skill, acrobatics, Kayla turns into a whirlwind of chaos. If she's above 40% health, she leaps straight into the enemy team's middle line, bypassing tanks and catching vulnerable heroes off guard. But when her health dips below 25%, she switches gears, entering a regeneration mode for 5 seconds, gaining extra healing per allied chaos hero. Once the heal kicks in, she retreats back to her team's safety. Acrobatics makes her unpredictable, either diving to create disruption or pausing to recover when near defeat. In a team filled with chaos allies, the regeneration effect becomes even stronger, and suddenly Kayla feels nearly unkillable. Her third skill, Retaliatory Strike, flips enemy aggression right back at them. This skill unleashes physical damage based on how much Kayla has absorbed since the last activation. It punishes enemies for daring to hit her, and to make matters worse, it blinds them for 3 seconds. That blindness effect can cripple enemy marksmen like Dante or Yasmin, shutting down their momentum and giving your team breathing room. Retaliatory Strike is often the finishing blow to fragile enemies hiding behind the tanks. And then comes In a Flame, her fourth skill, the ability that defines Kayla's identity as a warrior of ashes. After acrobatics is triggered, Kayla ignites herself, burning both her enemies and her own health with pure damage. Pure damage ignores all defenses, it cuts directly to the bone. This effect only stops if her health falls below 25%. That means Kayla willingly sacrifices herself to scorch everything around her, and when paired with allies like Peppy, who amplifies that self-damage with her boldness shield, the synergy becomes absolutely terrifying. So how do we build Kayla to maximize this fiery toolkit? As a warrior from the way of chaos who fights on the front line, she needs a balance of survivability and brutal offense. Let's begin with her items of rank. For the violet levels, focus on pieces like Flaming Heart, Selena's Voice, and Archangel's Wrath, which give her the right blend of health and physical attack. As you move into the orange ranks, look for Alchemist's Set, Unite of Extremes and Song of the Valkyries. These give her both durability and the raw offensive punch she needs. If you can push Kayla to orange +3 or +4, you'll unlock her true potential in mid and late game battles. Next, her skins. Kayla currently has 5, her default skin, a physical attack skin, an armor skin, an armor penetration skin, and a crushing skin. The priority is clear. First, max out her armor penetration skin. Without it, her attacks risk bouncing off enemy tanks. With it, she slices through defenses like butter. Second, go for physical attack. Every point here increases the strength of Phoenix's Fury and Retaliatory Strike. Third, invest in the crushing skin. This one is unique. reducing enemy toughness or massively boosting her damage once opponents fall below 50% health, perfect for finishing fights. After that, her default skin comes next for the added agility and balance, and last is the armor skin, which is situational. It helps against physical heavy teams, but her natural agility already gives her decent armor. If Kayla ever gets a second armor penetration or physical attack skin in the future, that will jump to absolute top priority. Now onto glyphs. Kayla's 5 glyphs are physical attack, armor, magic defense, health, and agility. The best order is to start with health first. Survivability is everything for Kayla, giving her more time to trigger acrobatics and inner flame. Second, focus on physical attack to scale her damage. Third, invest in armor to help her endure against physical heavy teams. Fourth is agility, which not only scales her main stat but also adds a bit of armor. And last is magic defense, valuable when facing magic-based enemies, but often bypassed by penetration, making it the least urgent. As usual, take glyphs to level 40 early, and only push further if you're chasing skill class progress. Artifacts are where things get really interesting. Kayla's weapon artifact buffs her team's physical attack whenever Phoenix's Fury is activated. Her book artifact gives her armor penetration and physical attack. Her ring artifact boosts agility, her main stat. The right priority here is the book first. Why? Because armor penetration paired with physical attack makes all her damage more reliable, turning her into a true frontline threat. Second, the ring artifact, since boosting agility gives her both offense and defense. Lastly, the weapon artifact. It's nice to share physical attack with the team, but Kayla herself needs to be strong before she can carry others. Her gift of the elements should be fully maxed. Prioritize health and physical bonuses to maximize both her tankiness and her offensive output. Remember, Kayla isn't just a damage dealer, she's a frontline warrior who needs to survive long enough to unleash pure damage burns and multiple resurrects with Aidan. As for talismans, Kayla has 2 excellent options. The first is agility plus physical attack, which is VIP exclusive but perfect for her role. The second is armor penetration plus critical hit chance, harder to obtain but just as deadly in the right hands. If you can unlock both, you'll cover both consistency and burst. Even without them, Kayla still functions well, as long as you invest properly in her stats. But how do you counter Kayla? That's the question many Guardians struggle with. Corvus is an excellent answer. His Altar of Souls punishes Kayla's area damage, forcing her to hurt herself. Morrigan also disrupts her synergy with Aidan by blocking resurrections, shutting down one of Kayla's most dangerous loops. Faceless can throw her back into her own team, preventing her from diving into your formation. Cascade provides similar pushback with Tidal Wave. Zesha, as a heavy magic nuker, can exploit Kayla's lower magic defense, targeting her directly. And finally, overwhelming Kayla with fast, heavy magic damage denies her the chance to jump or regenerate, forcing her to heal instead of diving, which robs her of momentum. And while Kayla has plenty of strengths, her true dominance shines in teams, so much so that her top squads deserve an entire video of their own. Trust me, you'll want to stay tuned for that. And that's it for today, Guardians. Kayla is fire incarnate, powerful, chaotic, and incredibly fun to play. What do you think about her? Do you love her synergy with Aidan, or do you dread fighting her on the battlefield? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk strategy. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.